Welcome to the Candid Creative Podcast with Manda and Liz,
where we're all about growth, innovation, and keeping it candid.
Tune in every week for sharp insights and real talk on the creative business world.
Stay ahead of the curve with our mix of expert advice, industry secrets, and inspirational stories. And remember,
your next idea is just one episode away. Okay, I'm so excited let's just dive right in. I just want to dive right into it because we're going to talk about ManyChat today. And I just want you to tell me everything that you know and have learned. I've been in Europe for the last 8 weeks, and Alyssa has just been like ranting and raving about ManyChat. And I get really stressed out when I can't dive right into any new branding, anything. So I was like, I don't want to hear it. Don't say anything to me. Don't talk to me about it. I don't want to hear a damn thing about it. Otherwise, I won't enjoy any of my time in Europe. But now I'm home and I have time to dive into it. And so I'm so excited because Alyssa, you don't half-ass anything. And so I feel like I trust you to tell me about it more than I would trust anyone else. So let's dive in. Tell me what ManyChat is.
Okay, so originally Amanda and I were like, we need to chat about ManyChat. ManyChat is an automation tool I'll tell you about. But we were originally going to have a private conversation, just friend to friend, businesswoman to businesswoman. And then we're like, we should just record this. So I'm basically going to be explaining ManyChat to Manda, and all of you can enjoy it and use it for your business because it works really, really well. So
who do you think ManyChat is going to be best for? Everyone?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's people selling like a product? Would a planner use ManyChat?
Okay, so first let me explain what ManyChat is. First of all, I'm saying many, M-A-N-Y, chat. When I first heard people saying this, I thought they were saying mini, like M-I-N-I, ManyChat. It's ManyChat. It is a web app that allows you to create automations for Instagram using trigger words. So I'm sure you've seen people say like, comment Black Friday and I'll send you my deal. And then you get a DM, you comment Black Friday, and then you get a DM. They're not sending you that DM individually. It's an automation. And it's becoming a really great tool because people have been so inundated with ads. I do think ads can still work, but I would say for me, ManyChat is working better. So who can use it? Anyone who wants to be able to email a list or DM a list. So if you have an email list, or an email list would be helpful for your business. I believe I've heard you say that you don't really think email lists are that helpful to wedding planners.
Yeah, I just think email lists. Yeah, it's a whole other topic. I just think I think email lists are really important for product sales, and like whether it's digital or physical. And I think they're good for like impulse buys. And I just think wedding planning is like a whole other market and product that you're trying to sell. And I think having someone on your email list isn't going to get them to want you to be their wedding planner or not. But anyways, another topic. Entirely.
I think that almost everyone should have like a little digital offer that they sell to people on a grander scale to the world. That's like a whole new topic as well. But I do feel like there's ways that almost anyone could use it, but maybe they're not selling it necessarily to the exact, like for instance, engaged couples. You know, it's hard to, like what you're saying, it's hard to get in front of an engaged couple with an email at the exact time they're looking for a wedding planner.
Exactly.
It's like essentially impossible.
Yeah.
But if you sell any kind of digital product, or you are, let's say, a retail florist, or you sell anything on a regular basis to a group of people that continually want that product over and over again, then you can use this tool. So I've been using Facebook ads for years now, basically to collect leads, emails, so that I can email florists about my education and get them to sign up. So same for you, for your education, you've been trying to contact planners, getting more leads so you can increase your warm audience, try to get in front of people who do not know about you.
Right.
So I've just been seeing that, generally my leads were coming in at a pretty good price, like anywhere from $1 to $2.50 per email. Mm-hmm. With ManyChat, it costs $15 a month at the least. There's an upgraded plan. So you're paying $15 a month, and I have collected around 6,000 leads, emails in 1 month. So that would have
Do the math. Do the math.
Yeah,
do
let's
the
do
math.
the math. 6,100 times. Okay, the absolute cheapest I would have paid to get this 6,000 leads would be $9,100, so almost $10,000.
Yeah.
But instead, I paid 15. That's why I'm. That's why
You didn't. Wait, hold on. Do the math.
The bad math.
15 divided by 6,100.
Oh,
You've been paying like a 0.002 cents a lead.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's decent.
Yeah, very good. And so not only does ManyChat enable you to collect emails and contact information via DMs, so people never have to leave the DMs. You can collect their name and their email in the DMs, and it automatically gets put into a form when you set it up. And you can either have them go into an email sequence. The form will, their emails will go into your email list wherever you host whatever platform you're using for emails. Like you and I use Kajabi. You use Kajabi, right?
Yeah.
Other people might use like ConvertKit or Flowdesk or whatever. So the conversion rate is a lot higher because people never have to leave Instagram.
For sure.
And from there, you can create an entire sequence, basically like an email sequence, but on here it's called a flow. It's like an automated flow where they give you their information, they receive the freebie or whatever it is that you're giving them, probably for free because that's the best, easiest way to get lead information. From there, from that flow, they get the freebie, and you can make it so they receive another message in 3 days, and after that, another message in 7 days. After that, another, whatever, however long you want to wait. You can send them links. You can send them messages with a button, so they're, it feels very, very user friendly.
Right.
And DMs essentially have like 100% open rate, so it's a much higher open rate than emails.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, it's much more directed. So, when someone comments whatever the trigger word is, and then it automatically sends them a DM, will that DM automatically basically say, give us your email and we'll send you the freebie? Is that kind of what it does?
Yeah, so first you have to have them tap on a button that says, yes, I want this. That's basically their opt-in.
Okay.
There's 2 kinds of opt-ins on ManyChat. That's the opt-in you get when you sign up for ManyChat. There's another level up opt-in you can get access to. You have to apply for it with ManyChat because I think they just want to make sure people aren't paying $15. Spammers aren't just paying $15. Now they can directly message all these people anytime they want.
Right.
So it's something you have to apply for. I got approved. It takes like 3 to 4 weeks to get approved. So we'll talk about that in a second. That's called the DM list. But so when someone comments a trigger word, they would receive a DM from you that says, hey, it sounds like you're interested in this floral pricing guide, for example. If so, tap on the button below, and the button says like, yes, I want it, or whatever you want the button to say.
Yeah.
And so that's their opt-in. You can't send, if they don't tap that button, you can't send anything else.
Okay.
And so from there, once they tap on the button, you create the automation. What do you want to say? So you'd say, okay, great, just a few questions, and then I'll get you that guide or whatever. What's your first name? They type in their first name. What's your email address? They type in their email address. Perfect. Thank you so much, so-and-so. There's fluid text. So you now know what their name is and can use that anytime. And give them the link. You can include a photo, whatever, to make it jazz it up. And with a button that either takes them off, well, it's going to take them off Instagram, but you can either have it be like a PDF hosted somewhere. You can email them the PDF instead of giving it to them right then. I learned something from my friend and someone I've learned a lot about ManyChat from, Erica Hochland.
Must
Shout
give
out.
credit.
She sends them to a view-only Canva link. So it's super easy. You just design in Canva. The button goes to the view-only link. And then you can just change the Canva thing anytime. You don't have to go change the PDFs everywhere. It's so easy. So that's what I've been doing.
One of the best new features that Canva has come out with in the last, I think it's very new, in the last couple months, the view only link. Love
very
it.
nice. So I've just been using that in ManyChat. And then I do So do you have any questions from there before
No,
I just keep going?
continue.
So from there, if you wanted, you could continue sending them things. I haven't really done that because I've been wanting to end it. I don't want them to feel bothered. I don't want them to feel like I'm misusing this feature. And so all my flows end there at the freebie. But I applied to the DM list. So what the DM list allows you to do is you ask them to opt into messages. So if they opt into messages, that means you can literally send a one-off DM anytime you want. So right now it's a flow. They're getting the freebie. They're getting something from the trigger word.
Right.
With the DM list, you're messaging, and you can't message them any other way. From the DM list, once they opt into messages, you can literally, it's basically like creating an email list, and you can DM them one-off messages anytime you want. So for example, yesterday I went live with the legal Paige Griffith, about her Black Friday contract sale.
Yep.
Instagram was like, I was getting really bad engagement yesterday. My stories were like 50 views after 5 hours. It was weird. And my story views since I've been using ManyChat have been like 7,000 people. It's increased my story views a lot because there's so much engagement. So it's very odd. And I think it's because I was posting about contract stuff and it's just not as interesting to people. And so I was very frustrated that no one knew I was going to do this live. I was getting no views. I'm like, no, I cannot get across to people. And then I was like, oh yeah, the DM list. So I went and checked my list and it had grown to 1,200 people. So I could just DM 1,200 people. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm about to go live with Paige Griffith. We're going to take questions about floral contracts. I hope to see you there. That's it.
Yeah.
So I literally just DM'd with one click of the button 1,200 people with 100% open rate.
Yeah.
And everyone was responding. So it's like a lot of feedback. And so that's just a really powerful tool because emails just won't have 100% open rate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So that being said, you have to get people to opt in, and it's not that appealing. Like no one wants to be like, yes, get messages.
Yeah.
You know? So now what I do is I alternate my freebies. You can either get a freebie by giving me your name and your email, or you get the freebie by giving me your first name and tapping on the get messages button.
Oh.
So I've just been alternating how people, like each time I create a new freebie, I just alternate. So both my email list and my DM list is growing, and there's so much overlap that I don't want to ask for email every time.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm growing my DM list instead of just randomly saying, do you want to get more messages from me?
Will the same person, if someone's opted in to one of your freebies and then you have another one, will they go through the same process? Like they'll still have to give their name and their email every time?
So no, because I mean, they might if they see my post before they see the email, but most of the time, if I have a freebie, I will include it in my email sequence where I say, here's a gift for you. Okay. And if you're already on my email sequence, I'll give it to you. But I've also been doing that less because I want to get them on my DM list.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely focusing more on saying, please tap the get messages button to get the freebie because I've been collecting emails for years.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to grow the DM list a little bit more than I want to grow the email list.
Absolutely. I would too. And then what are you using? What do you find is the most successful as far as getting people to see those, like getting a cold audience to see those or sign up for those? You're using Reels a lot more now, right?
I'm using Reels, and another great thing about ManyChat is it's encouraging people to comment.
Yeah.
And so one of the first Reels I posted, and I'm excited to get back to things that are more appealing to people. I've been pushing stuff that I related to contracts and related to my portfolio course, but people just want the juicy freebies. Like that's like the best thing. And so the very first thing I used ManyChat for was a pricing freebie. And, people love pricing, seeing behind the scenes pricing. The very first reel I posted, I got like 900 comments, which I've never had that before. And it just kept growing, and it still grows because it gets so much engagement. So Instagram is showing it to new people who don't follow me.
Right.
And so It's an organic way to reach new people, but you can see now, off topic, but Reels has a new feature that you can actually see how many replays people have done. So you can see how many unique plays and how many
Interesting.
times people have watched it again, which is a great indicator of how much they like it.
Yep.
If it's getting a lot of replays. So this one got a lot of replays and a lot of non-followers saw it. So and I'm getting around 100 new followers every day using this method.
Huh.
And it's $15.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
Let us not forget. Yeah, no, that sounds super. I mean, it sounds really easy to set up, but you have to, all of this is with the caveat that you have to have engaging content to post with it still.
Yeah, and there is a company, a business that teaches this solely. It's called School of Bots, run by Natasha Willis, I believe is her name. And my friend Erica took this course, and she said it was like literally the best course she's ever taken. How much value is in it?
Wow.
But where's I going with this? What did you just say?
You have to have engaging content.
Oh, thank you. Natasha suggests that you have 10,000 followers for this to work really well.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't think it means that you have to have that. I've seen people, it depends on how engaged your audience is. If you're getting like one like every post, probably not a good idea.
Yep.
Probably need to just practice making engaging content that get more views.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what they say. And they also talk about alternating, like only asking people to use a trigger word every other day, or every 3 days, sorry.
Okay.
And so doing like a post that asks, the call to action is say the trigger word. The next day, a post that asks people to engage, like give me your opinions on this topic.
Right.
And then the next day, do a post that is very likely to get shared, something that makes people feel seen and understood, and they want to tell the world where they share their stories.
Love those.
Because a lot of times you can't do more than one. You can, but it doesn't work really well to do more than one call to action. Like if someone's going to comment a trigger word, they're much less likely to share the post too. They tend to just want to do one thing.
Absolutely.
So I've been getting a lot less shares. So I need to focus on alternating a little bit, laying off the trigger word posts. But
got it. Yeah, that makes sense. I think if you have engaging content though, or you have an engaged audience, this probably would work really well.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it. Cool. I mean, I signed up for ManyChat 3 weeks ago. So my Christmas present to me is just going to be diving in and actually using it.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to treat myself. I just have to plan the content to go with it. You know, I don't want to just use it. I want to plan like really epic content to go with it. And I need time for that.
Yeah. So I will say also, I tend to get super, and you're like this too, I tend to dive into something that's complicated, but I'm having so much fun doing it that
you become obsessive.
Difficulty doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk to people like it was just the easiest thing in the world. It's so exciting. And then they do it and they're like, what is this? I don't know how to do this. I just figured it out. It's so fun. And so I will say I'm probably making it sound a little bit easier than it is.
I'm trying to get across to people. I'm like, but you need to work also on like creating the freebie and creating the engaging content to get people to want the freebie and understanding marketing. So
I mean, if you've been running ads though, I think you have what you need.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you're like fresh, like you've never done a freebie, you've got some work to do. You need to figure out what problem you can solve that makes people realize they need your product that you're buying, create the freebie, you know.
Yeah.
There's some other steps. And then also when you're creating the flow, it's kind of like a web of boxes that are like connected to each other.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I think you've done this, creating a quiz on Try Interact when it's like a flow desk kind of thing where you're connecting things. It's like that. It's like if someone says this, they go here. If someone says this, they go there. You know, so you can make it really complicated.
Yeah.
I've mostly just done really simple.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have you, and obviously this is a different topic, so we can talk about it or not, but so ManyChat was on my list to start, and then there's another one for texting. Have you looked into texting marketing at all?
No, does ManyChat do SMS?
I don't know if it's ManyChat that does it or if it's something else.
No, I haven't. Although I subscribed to India Earls. I get random texts from her because I was like, show me what it's all about. What do you text? She doesn't use it that much though.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely on a couple text lists, and I from what I hear and have seen, because I heard about ManyChat I think a while ago on Jenna Kutcher's podcast.
Yeah, she's been using it for a while.
For a long time, yeah. So, but I think recently, I don't know what I was listening to or reading something, I don't know, but that texting was going to become like the next really, really big thing because obviously people will open a text way more than they'll open an email. So I was considering using that in some capacity as well. I think it would do really well for like random sales and such, but it's just another list, obviously, that you need to add. And I'm on a couple of those. I'm on one for, I don't know why I'm on this one, but I'm on one for Pots and Pans Caraway. I don't know how they got me. I don't know how that happened, but I'm on that one. And then I'm on another one for, I think my Botox brand. I don't know how they got me, but I like never, I don't know why. I don't want to be on either of these lists. And I keep opening the texts and I keep not writing them and saying stop.
I know.
And then every now and then they'll get me and I'm like, maybe I need that. So
CB2 texts me like 2 times a day. I never look at it, but I just keep letting it come in.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's like the easiest thing to stop too. All you have to do is text back and say stop. But I also think maybe there's like this negative like kind of stipulation around texting back to a number you don't know. And I think that's part of the marketing ploy is that they assume that you won't text back to it because then someone will like have your response. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you paranoid about that at all?
I've never thought about that, but
like,
I'm just
Johnny,
it doesn't bother me. I just ignore it. Like I don't unsubscribe. It bothers me more to have my inbox cluttered.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me to have my DMs are just a cluster anyway.
I don't like any of it being cluttered. It pisses me off, all of it.
My texts are bad.
Every morning, I feel like I get onto my personal email and I just go through and unsubscribe to anything I can. I just hate
my personal email is a lost cause. I literally have like 100,000 unopened emails in there and I just don't even look at it anymore.
Until I need something.
I don't. I just use my business one. Okay, so I'm looking at ManyChat and the channels you can use it on are Instagram, Facebook Messenger, SMS, email, WhatsApp, and Telegram.
I was talking to my marketing girls a while back and they were saying that one of their clients like quadrupled their email list from WhatsApp.
Yeah. I don't use WhatsApp. I think it's so weird that people use it.
People in the States don't, but people everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, we were, when we were in Italy working with one of the couples, I was like, okay, I needed to get some information to them. And I was like, do you guys have WhatsApp? And they just started laughing at me. And they were like, we think it's so funny when Americans ask if we have WhatsApp. That would be asking us if we had text messages or email. Like,
why don't they just use text messages?
I don't understand it. Every single time someone's like, do you have WhatsApp? I'll just WhatsApp you. And I'm like, you can just text me. I have service.
That's what I'm like. Text me.
But like, you know, in Mexico, like when we plan weddings in Mexico, they use WhatsApp as email and text, like basically the same. It's so weird because in my mind, I've always thought of WhatsApp like it's just another texting app, whatever. But literally, they will not write back to emails, but they will write back to WhatsApp. They use it like it's email and text combined. It's just used completely differently all over the world than it is here. So I can definitely, I could see it increasing, I guess, your sales, but
I am interested in trying SMS. I think that is a good idea. I'll probably try that next.
I think, yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I think that's down on the list, but on the list.
All right.
Anyways, thank you so much for explaining all of that. If anyone has questions or other experiences or wants to get on, I forget that last piece, but if anyone has questions.
You're not welcome here.
Just send us a message. Head over to candidcreativepodcast.com. Like us, subscribe us, tap us, love us, hug us.
Follow us.
Follow us also.
Respect us.
That was a fun bonus episode. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Candid Creative Podcast. If you even remotely found amusement in what you've heard today, go ahead and show us a little love with that 5-star rating and subscribe to the show on whatever platform you so desire. Continue following our journey through all of the modern medias, including Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Just search for @Candid Creative Podcast. And last but not least, if you're dying to hear our thoughts on any hot topics, unpopular opinions, or maybe you just need some good, solid, no BS advice on what to do in your day-to-day, head over to www.candidcreativepodcast.com and submit all of your deepest and darkest secrets to us. All submissions are always anonymous. Thanks again, you guys, and as always, keep it candid, creatives.